Hello friends, and welcome to day 4 of the 31-day upload challenge. We had a pretty decent harvest out of our garden today. Earlier I showed a little bit of footage of me taking out some of the carrots. And so on top of the carrots, we also got a bunch of kale and some other things. So here, let me flip my camera around real quick. So here is our pile of carrots that we got. Pretty decent. We had two varieties this year. We had this kind of short, stubby variety. I don't remember exactly their names. And then we had kind of this longer, skinnier, more of your general type, more of what you'd expect to get in the supermarket. There was one in here that was really funny. Oh, here's our walk-in one. And there's another one in here. Where did it go? Oh yeah, this one. This one, I don't know what happened with this one. It must have like hit a rock or something, and then, or I don't know, and then decided to go make a little bit of a turn. But anyways, besides that, we got a whole bunch of kale and some mullein. If you don't know what mullein is, let me know, and I'll do a whole video on it. I like mullein; it's one of my favorite herbs, plants. I don't know if it's considered an herb or what, but we also got a whole bunch of tomatoes, and our neighbor dropped off some jalapenos to us. They don't particularly like them, or they're not getting tomatoes at the right time as their jalapenos, so they're just giving us their jalapenos while they wait for their tomatoes to come in. In exchange, we gave them some of our tomatoes, because our tomatoes are coming in at the moment. We have 6 varieties of tomatoes in our garden. So with that, we had a whole bunch of kale. I've already used my salad spinner to clean it and take it apart. As you can see over here, here is some of the processed kale that we had. And what we're going to end up doing with the kale is dehydrating them and making kale chips. So what we do is we break them down to these, about the size of your palm, if you will, pieces. We wash them, spin them in the salad spinner, then we put them in a bowl, and we put some oil in, very lightly put some oil in the bowl, and then I like to personally put in garlic salt and chili powder, just to kind of give them that kind of spiciness. And then we use our dehydrator, so I've already got it pretty much full, but we have 5 of these trays. We put it in our dehydrator. I think we usually put it in at about between 95 and 115, kind of depending when we're making the kale chips, and we let it sit for about 3 hours, and then they come out nice and crispy and delicious, and they just kind of melt in your mouth. One thing we have discovered with making these kale chips, at least through this process, is that you can't like seal them. You can't put them in a Tupperware, because then they just get all soggy, and the oil just kind of makes them all soggy. So we usually leave these out uncovered, or with like just a cloth over the bowl or something once they're done, and then we just kind of throw them as we go. But yeah, I think we have way too much kale for this one go around, so we'll do multiple batches of this. You can do these in the oven. I have never done it in the oven. I just personally, this is easier for me. I think people generally run it around like 100 and 110 degrees in the oven for a few hours. I like the lower space of the usage space of the the dehydrator, I don't have to heat up the whole cubic feet or whatever of the oven to do it. I can just run it off this, and then if I'm being lazy, I can just unplug it and go to bed or whatever and come back to it later.